Good afternoon. It's the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until 5 o'clock this afternoon. Sorry for my tardiness, but I'm here now. Trying to look at my TV over here. The look you see on my face is a mixture of things. It's a mixture of frustration. It's a mixture of being tired. You wouldn't believe it. Anthony, look, I was sitting here at 2:23, I believe it was. 2:23, I was sitting here and ready to go. Had everything going. Everything was good. I went to hit go live at 3 o'clock. My picture went black. My sound went out. All of my settings on my camera went crazy. I lost the internet for a second. Well, for more than a second, but for a few minutes. Everything went crazy at 3 o'clock. I promise y'all, I got no reason to lie. You know, if I ain't here, I ain't here. If I'm late, I'm late. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and I ain't been asleep since I woke up early Monday morning. I didn't sleep at all last night. Like, not even a little bit. Oh, boy. But Donald Trump pleads not guilty. Donald Trump pleads not guilty to 34 counts. Apparently one of them is falsifying business records. So it begins. And I don't know the details, of course, of the falsifying business records. But that don't necessarily sound like a Stormy Daniels thing. That sound like Weiselberg. Remember we were talking about it, and someone had mentioned that Weiselberg had gotten rid of, or at least wasn't being represented by Trump's attorneys anymore. He was in jail. Well, Rikers Island. He was in jail. He was still being represented by Trump's attorneys, and then something happened and he wasn't. And the speculation was that the DA was going to try to bring some more charges against him. And people were like, I wonder, did he flip? Why else would he get rid of his attorneys? They said it doesn't make sense. So hey, he pled not pleaded, I think he pleaded not guilty. Not 100% sure on that. But I think he pleaded not guilty to 34 counts. And I guess now he's going to be on his way. And he's apparently going to make a speech in prime time tonight. What's he going to talk about? I don't know. I have no idea what he's going to talk about. But apparently there will be a speech. I'm sorry, I'm still messing with this picture here. I'm not loving it. It didn't look like this earlier. I promise y'all, it didn't look like this earlier. I'm not loving it. I had it looking all good. I had a chance to go through, because, you know, April is everything is something awareness month. Like April is, what? April is April observances. April is alcohol awareness month. It's, of course, STI awareness month. It's autism awareness month. It's National Donate Life Month. It's National Occupational Therapy Month. It's Oral Cancer Awareness Month. It's Sports Eye Safety Awareness Month. It's U.S. National Volunteer Month. It's Youth Sports Safety Month. April 1st was Sexual Assault Awareness Day. I was not aware of that. So yeah, it's a lot of different things. I went with one that I think is important. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. So, we got Trump being arrested. I don't really have much to say about it. Again, I'm not going to cheer and, be ecstatic about it. Really for two reasons. Here are the reasons why. Sorry, I gotta move my chair. Here are the reasons why I'm not going to be excited about it. A few of the reasons. Number one, like I said earlier, I'm not into people's misery. Even if they bring it on themselves. I mean, unless I'm directly involved. You know what I'm saying? You do something directly to me, and then I get a chance to see your demise, I'll probably be cheering for that. But other than that, I don't really cheer for people's demise. So we got that, and the fact that I don't know where this is going to go. And if I were one to get excited, and look, I have to be honest. While I'm not cheering for it, lock him up. I'm not doing that. But while I'm not doing that, there is still a part of me that's like, he probably should do some time. If all is right and fair in the world, then he'll probably end up doing a little bit of time. If not, he probably won't. But I'm not going to get, all ready for it. And then next thing you know, the charges are dropped, or he beats the charges, and then he ends up being the president again. And now he's like Teflon for real. Well, not for real, because he couldn't. But you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I won't. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I'll see what happens. I'd want to see what the 34 charges are. Of course, I don't even know if they showed it. It's a whole lot of stuff in the way of the TV. I'm going to do some rearranging. But I don't know if they put out what all of the charges are yet. Because I was getting ready for y'all. But I want to see all that he's charged with. And the few people that I kind of listen to, who I kind of take them serious when it comes to stuff like this, they say that this guy is not one that just, they say this is not political. Now, of course, there's some degree of politics involved. I wanted to say a big word like politicization, but I know that's not a word. Politicization is not a word. But because otherwise they wouldn't be looking at Trump. Just be honest about it. They wouldn't be looking at him if it wasn't political to some degree. That's just the truth. Janice says, I'm a bit gleeful merely because Trump has done so many illegal things, has violated our Constitution numerous times. Plus, He has turned this country upside down. Hate and unrest is at an all-time high because of him. And I understand that. I can't get caught up in it. I can't get, again, number one, I won't root for somebody's demise unless they've come after me or something like that personally. But I can't get caught up in it because what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Chances are, he's going to be found not guilty. And even if he is found guilty, what do you really think going to happen? What do you really think going to happen? We are in uncharted territory, as they say. Who is they? Whoever came up with that, that's who they are. We are in... Oh, that startled me. That's how the phone sounds when it rings, but it's normally not going out over the air. Hold on, let me take this call. Key.
Hey, what's going on, Emanuel? How are you?
I'm fantastic. And you?
All right. Can you not put the chat up? I don't see the chat.
Oh.
I know, I'm looking. I'm like, maybe he can't put it up. I know you said you was having technical difficulties.
No, it's up. It's up now. It's up.
Oh, okay.
When
you laughing at me?
If someone types something,
because your stalker is my stalker. Your stalker will start stalking me on Wire's channel. I'm like, oh Lord. But yeah, it's saying that Trump, the 34 felony counts is for falsifying business records.
Well, I don't know. I want to say, or let me ask the question. Are they all for falsifying business records?
Right. That's all they get on the it says Trump charged with 34 felony counts for falsifying business records. Please not guilty. Right. So like you said, is all 34 of them for falsifying business records? And then if it is it 34 businesses that he did that on, or what's the deal?
I don't know.
Yeah, they just left us hanging with that. And all they keep showing is security, outside and inside. And ain't nobody out there coming to interrupt nothing.
Well, so what do you think is going to happen? What do you think are the chances that Donald Trump is found guilty of any of that stuff and actually spends any time in jail?
It seems like he may not be, just because of what's been happening, because he should have been gone a long time ago. It just seems like you said, it probably not guilty, then next thing you know, he ended up the president. Like something silly and crazy like that. It's going to take people to just do what they need to do, and all the evidence is there, but it's going to take people that have a conscience and on the right side to do the right thing and not just make it political and because he's in a certain party. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For everybody to band together because he's in a same party and keep talking about no, he didn't do it, when it's clearly everything is out in the front, clearly showing that, yeah, he did. So, it's a mess.
It is a mess.
Yeah. So how you doing otherwise?
I'm tired.
I know. I can see it in your eyes. Why you ain't been to sleep? What's going on?
I just couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I laid there. I even put on some of my movies that make me go to sleep. I could not go to sleep. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, man. Oh. I need to shout out. I say hey to everybody in the chat. I usually say hey everybody in the chat. Anthony Prosser and Brenda earlier, if she in there, and LaDonna, if y'all in there, hey everybody. And like, subscribe, and thumbs it up. But I got a question, Emanuel.
I have an answer.
Okay. Friday, I had to, some of the segment, I had to rewatch it because I had missed the ending part. Okay, so every Friday you're going to have like some kind of food, sweet that you're going to eat every Friday?
Hey, Lincoln did this for 50 years. I'm following Lincoln's lead. He toasts with alcohol because he's addicted. I'm going to toast with something sweet because I'm addicted.
Okay, because I was watching that, and then Okay, I said, what in the what is that? Peppermint oil shea moisturizer lotion is going on here?
I like
Because
the creamy inside.
right, because you was giving that Twinkie a happy ending out of this world, and I'm like, Emmanuel, what's going on here? Because you was covering your mouth when you bite it, but then you start giving that Twinkie a happy ending. I'm like, Emmanuel, what's going on here?
I just like the. I mean, that's why they make them like that. I like the creamy inside.
Yeah, well, it was a happy ending type.
I was happy at the end.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, that Twinkie getting a happy ending out of this world.
I think y'all read too much into that.
Oh no, go back and watch it. And the way you was looking in the camera, I think you was doing that on purpose. I was like, oh my.
Y'all read too much into that.
Man, you go back and watch
just
it.
Just a man enjoying a nice, sweet, delicious cake with a creamy inside.
Yeah, I know. And it was getting a nice, happy ending on your part. I was like, oh my goodness.
All right, Key.
Man, you enjoying that Twinkie.
Key, I appreciate your call.
Okay, all righty. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one, okay?
All right, you do the same.
All right.
All right. So I was saying we're in uncharted territory here. We really are. Let's say, throw all recent history and everything and long time ago history, the idea that, basically you don't see white dudes get locked up for stuff. You just don't. You just don't. So, I mean, okay, you do, but not these type of guys. They get away with a whole lot. So let's throw all of that out. Let's say Donald Trump is found guilty on all 34 counts. What do we do? Like, I know people make jokes about it, but what does that look like? Because he is still a former president. He does still get Secret Service protection. Do you send him to jail and send Secret Service people with him? Like, and I know people, again, are making jokes about it, but I don't know what that looks like. Do they say you got convicted of a crime, so you forfeit your Secret Service protection? What does that, honestly, what does that look like? I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. So, I can't get my hopes up about none of this stuff. I think we're going to see, no matter what happens, we're going to see what we keep seeing. I think he's just going to, he could have gone in there and pleaded guilty. What was going to happen? They was going to slap cuffs on him and take him away? No. And then if he is found guilty, I'm almost finished talking about this. And even if he is found guilty, he don't care. Again, number one, he's probably not going to jail. He's probably not going to jail because he's a former president. So that's number one. Number two, since he ain't going to jail, that doesn't disqualify him from running for president. He could be in jail and still run for president and still win. And then we'd have a president of the United States who's in jail. Let me see. A few of y'all are. Jacqueline says, let's see what happens to Householder and what happened to P.G. Sittenfeld. It doesn't matter. Neither of those guys were a former president of the United States. If he did wrong, I say get his A. If Biden did wrong, get his A too. They are not any more important than I am. Can't say we want politicians to be held accountable, then turn around and complain when it's happening. Okay, so honestly, I'm asking the question. Do you believe that if Donald Trump is found guilty on all 34 counts, he goes to jail? Who honestly believes that? Show of hands. Show of hands. Who honestly believes that he'll actually go to jail as a former president? I don't believe it. I'm not saying that he should. I'm saying that he would. I agree. I agree. He's not going to jail. Shahara says she don't believe it'll happen, but she hopes so. Pamela says he definitely would not go to jail. America is too weak to send their presidents to jail. Oh no. Anthony says he might not go to jail, put his A on official paper, just like they would do my black A. All right. Nat says we never had a former president charged either. Who would have thought that? I always thought that was possible. I always thought it was possible. Robinson say having a rally later. Yes. Yes. And Mayoshi says he's not going to jail and he'll probably get the nomination too. Robinson says he's on paper, but no jail time. But what difference do it make if he's on paper? What difference do that make? If he can't go to jail, because that's in essence, that's what I believe to be the case. He can't, I think maybe, and maybe I'll look this up. Maybe I won't. Maybe somebody else can. Maybe Joe Biden can, I don't know, do something like how they can the president or the Joint Chiefs, I believe it's the president, but it might be in conjunction with the Joint Chiefs, how they can deny a former president CIA briefings. They might be able to rescind his Secret Service protection. But I'm not sure about that. Now think if they can rescind his Secret Service protection, then there's a chance he goes to jail. But I don't know that that's even doable. I'm not even sure. And think about it. How would that look for Joe Biden? Donald Trump's found guilty. He's kind of sentenced to jail, but he can't go to jail because he got Secret Service protection. So then Joe Biden say, I'm rescinding your Secret Service protection. Sure, some people would look at that and be like, yeah, Joe, strong. Other people would be like, oh, that was politically motivated. No president's ever had his Secret Service protection rescinded. I don't know if that's the case. So there's... Jenna says it'll go down in history. And, but I mean, what do that mean for us? What do that mean for us? What do that really mean? What do that really mean? That means nothing. Well, not really. That means nothing to me. I won't be here, so what, 100 years from now, somebody will be able to read in a book that some guy named Donald Trump was the president, and then he got found guilty or something, but nothing happened to him. What good do that do? I mean, that's nothing. Not for me. Kamika says, I don't think they could rescind that protection. It's granted under federal law, but I'm sure it didn't contemplate a president going to prison. And I'm not sure either. I wasn't saying for certain that he could, but even if he could, it would be a bad look. So he probably wouldn't. Janice says, yes, about that going down in history. So him and Rudolph will go down in history. Ben, hold on, Ben, are you okay? I know this is a bad day for you. Says, I think we need to worry about the status of a failing country and economy. It's sad. The media distracts us from the problems at hand. The media is not distracting anybody. People who say that frustrate me sometimes. You think if you hungry and you ain't got no food, you gonna turn on CNN and be distracted? You think if you running a business and you can't pay your employees, you gonna turn on CNN and forget about it and be distracted? You think none of this stuff is distracting anybody? This is news, bro. This is the first time this has happened in the history of this country. It's news, man. And if you can't see the news and focus on what you need to focus on, you can't be mad at the media. The media ain't distracting you. You got an issue. You got a problem. You need to work on you. Don't be mad at the media. And realistically speaking, a lot of that bad stuff that you're talking about happening in the country is because of your boy. It's a whole lot of bad stuff happening in the country. Whole lot of it. And some of it is because of your boy. But if we talk about that, then we distract them from something else. You know what? If we were talking about the economy today, you know what? Somebody would say, oh, they trying to distract us from what's going on in New York. Why did I hit the K so hard? I don't know. They trying to distract us from what's going on in New York. Why are they trying to distract us talking about the economy when the first time a president ever been? That's what people would say. Oh, his attorneys are speaking. I can't pull that up. Technical problems. I can't pull that up. But yeah, everything is a distraction from something else if you're easily distracted. I don't know. I don't see how this ends and, people are happy except for Donald Trump and his supporters. Because you know what will happen if he's found guilty. They won't think of him, oh, he on the books. No, he's a political prisoner. That's what they'll be saying. He's a political prisoner. This was politically motivated. This was, that's what they'll be saying. Put him in office because the deep state got him. It's like a no-win scenario for the rest of us. I can't think of what they call, what is it, the Kobayashi or whatever in Star Trek? I know I butchered that. Kobayashi, the no-win scenario. The no-win scenario, but it's us. We're in the no-win scenario. Ben says, you don't get it, and you won't get it. I'm okay with that. All right. You don't get it, and you won't get it, and I'm not okay with that. I wish you could get it. I really wish you would get it. I love you, my brother. I believe you're a brother. I love you, man. I want your mind to work right. Not this crazy nonsense. Thank you, Quintano. Thank you. Emanuel, what if Trump is just an old ass man like Biden and really don't know what he's doing or have done? He know. Diane says, I had a problem with the media covering him yesterday. It was too much. We spent too much time and effort on Trump. Who spent too much time and effort on Trump? I, for a few minutes yesterday, honestly, like for 3 minutes, had an opportunity to go on the internet. And you know what I saw? Stories about a whole lot of stuff. Whole lot of stuff. It's not like the media said, don't cover anything else, only cover Trump. Because, the major networks, the corporate media, they're not the only media. So I heard a lot of stuff being talked about yesterday, and I saw a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with Trump. Yes, Terrence Howard, I am skipping that comment. I 100% skipped that comment. But if you don't want to give it energy, don't give it energy. Like right now, you're like, oh, I want to see what's going on in the world. But that's all that they're showing on the TV news. It's a whole internet. And it's all kind of stories going on. So, I get what you're saying. We want to hear some other stuff. That's the beauty of the internet. You can go seek out other stuff. But I actually argue people don't want to hear other stuff. Because if people wanted to hear other stuff, they would go to alternative forms of media and see the other stuff. You know what? The people who truly don't want to hear about Trump, you know what they doing right now? They not listening to nothing about Trump. And if everybody said, I don't want to see that, they would be like, oh, our ratings really go down when we talk about this. So, I argue we want to, even if in talking about it, we want to say, I'm tired of hearing about it. We want to talk about it. But I'm finished talking about it unless something else come up. I'm kind of finished talking about it. I don't have anything else to say about it. We'll see what happens. Y'all do know that it is now illegal to be in your ride. Do people still call it a ride? I might be the only person still call it a ride. It's illegal to be in your ride with your phone in your hand, with your phone on your lap. Did you know that? Now they say they're not going to be giving out tickets until October. They'll be giving out warnings. But I'm not happy about this law. I am not happy about it. Number one, I don't think it's going to make nobody safer. Okay, wait a minute. Let me take that back a little bit. It could. I see people driving all the time, talking on their phone, drifting into my lane, and I had to blow, And then they look at me like I did something wrong because I blew and interrupted their phone call as if they not halfway into my lane. So, okay, I take it back. It could help, but it's not going to help. People still going to be riding around talking on their phone. It's still going to happen. Nothing going to change that. The police ain't everywhere. The police ain't everywhere. I'm pretty sure I'll probably still be driving around texting. Yes, I text and drive. And I'm pretty sure I won't stop. Unless, like, ooh, there's the police. Here, let me put that over here. Let me text over to the side so they can't see it. It's telling the truth. Allegedly. But here is my other concern about this. Well, okay, no, they'll use it to get money. They'll use it like they use seatbelt tickets now. Oh, I pulled you over, but you didn't have on your seatbelt when I pulled you over. It'll be a reason to stop you when they don't really have a reason to stop you. Oh, I thought you had your cell phone in your hand. But while we at it, can you show me some ID? I didn't have my cell phone in my hand. Okay, I see that. So can I see some ID? Don't tell me that that's not going to happen. Because y'all know I be watching the First Amendment audits. I saw an audit not too long ago where the police pulled the dude over, said he was on his phone. Dude said I wasn't on my phone. Plus I got a dash cam that approved I wasn't on my phone. My phone was right there in this holder the whole time. The officer said, oh, well, my bad. The reason I pulled you over was I thought you was on your phone. But now that I see that you wasn't on your phone, I don't think you had on your seatbelt. The dude said, I got a dash cam right there. I've had the seatbelt on from the time I got in the car, start driving. I had the seatbelt on. He said, oh, well, it didn't look like it to me. And dude was like, so now what? He was like, well, can I see some ID? What? See some ID for what? Well, I did pull you over. Right, but you say you pulled me over for the phone. The phone is right there. Then you say you pulled me over for the seatbelt. Seatbelt is right here. Well, so I still need to see some ID because I pulled you over. So that's the point, of course, is police will use this as just a reason to pull people over. And I don't like that. But here's why I don't like that. That's the kind of stuff that get people killed. Now, somebody might argue, well, Emanuel, it might get 3 or 4 people killed a year. That's 3 or 4 too many. So you act like this stuff, somebody get killed every day. No, not. But 3 or 4 a year is too many. Remember, taser. What? He was pulled over initially. They said they saw the little air freshener trees hanging from his mirror. You get killed because of air freshener trees. People have been killed. Oh, I thought you didn't have on a seatbelt. Oh, that little light bulb above your license plate. Oh, you got the thing around your license plate and it's covering up a vital part. Well, I can still read it all, but I should be able to read it really good. And that part is covering it up. We've seen people get killed for all of these nonsensical reasons. I think we should be going in the opposite direction. And this ain't even a rant against police. This is a rant for us. We should be going in the opposite direction, giving police less reason to interact with nonviolent citizens. But in a minute, everything gonna be against the law. They gonna be like, you was singing in your car. You'll be like, yeah, the radio was on. You were distracted by the radio. You were singing. You weren't paying attention. That's a ticket. You're gonna have to drive around in your car not doing nothing. It looked like you were putting things in your GPS. I actually think you can already get a ticket for that. Putting something in your GPS. You're not supposed to be messing with any electronic devices while you're driving. But my car's an electronic device, so that's going to be kind of hard to do. But, you know, that's the law now. That's the law now. Terrence want to know, do I think it has something to do with us using our phones to film police? I don't. I could see that line of thinking, but you can always pull over and film the police. You're not going to get a real good video filming police. Very rarely have you seen a good drive-by video of a police interaction. I mean, we've seen a few, but it's rare. Like the cop punching the lady, what was it, L.A. or San Francisco? One of them. Sheriff, I think it was an L.A. County sheriff, punching the lady on the side of the road. That was a drive-by. But if you want to get a good video, you'll just pull over and take a video. Jack says, well, that's what Democrats do. Tax you and have government all in your lives. Republicans want less government. That's not true. That's not true. Not true at all. Republicans want really big government. They want to be in your bedroom, your doctor's office, your church, your library, your school. They want to be everywhere. So the idea that Republicans want less government is just not true. Are you paying any attention to any of these hearings that are happening in the House? They're holding hearings about just nonsense. Just because they can and they want to be in your business. And they keep proposing themselves being more and more in your business. No, what you're saying is not true. Now, again, I said this before, and I meant it. I'm not ashamed of it. There are a number of things that Republicans say they believe in that I believe in. A number of them. I just don't get to the same place that they're at for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? To use a kind of bad and overused analogy, you know, it was a whole lot of people down there at the courthouse. Not a whole lot like January 6th, but it was a lot of people down there. But they were all in the same place, but they were not there for the same reasons. That's where I am sometimes with the Republicans. Like, we end up in the same place. I believe abortion is wrong. I believe it's murder. They say they believe it's murder. They believe it's wrong. I don't believe people should get abortions. They say they don't believe people should get abortions. Now, they want to make it illegal. I don't think it should be illegal. We kind of in the same place. But I don't have that element of wanting to control what somebody else does with their body to go with how I feel. So that's why I'm not, you know, and I'm not 100% comfortable with homosexuality. When I watch TV and I see all of those commercials for all of the AIDS medication that make you be able to act like you don't have AIDS anymore. And they have men kissing men and men holding men's hand and men twirling with sparkly necklaces on and stuff. I be like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm just uncomfortable watching that. But I don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like Republicans. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. I don't think they evil. I just don't like what I see. So we be in the kind of the same spot, but for totally different reasons. Same spot, different reasons. I am uncomfortable with the twirling and the sparkly necklaces. But look, I'm not telling nobody who to be or how to be. People, you be who you are. Be who you are. If you are a twirler dude who wear sequin blouses and sparkly chokers, do you. You do you. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm sure people are uncomfortable, with me. Matter of fact, I know they are. Why didn't you take that shot? Oh, nah. People were very uncomfortable about that. And I didn't appreciate people trying to I didn't appreciate people trying to force me to do things. Let me be me. You be you. Everybody be happy. So yeah, I agree with a lot of what people perceive to be Republican principles, but they're really not. Hold on. There was another story that I saw that I wanted to discuss, but I don't remember what it was. It was like 2 things that happened yesterday, and I was like, oh, I wish I was able to go on, but I wasn't. Oh. So you're an independent? I'm very much an independent. Very much. Now, I believe the Republican Party is a hate group, but I'm still independent. I'm still independent. The Democratic Party does not own my loyalty. Just the Republican Party is so bad that in relation to the Democratic Party, they seem amazing. Now, we know they not. But if Republicans would just be decent, just be decent. Say, hey, Marjorie, shut the fuck up. Every once in a while, a Republican should say that to her, and then I would be like, you know what, they might not be that bad. Hey, Bobert, the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, they should just, not be like, okay, maybe they're not that bad, but they don't do that. And look, if you, as a party, let Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, Bobert, I don't know why I can't remember her first name right now, and don't nobody has to tell me. It's not important. Gates, and if y'all let I'm gonna say wacky, even though that's not strong enough. If y'all let the wacky wing of the Republican Party be the loudest, and y'all just sit there and say nothing, then that's how y'all get painted. Yes, now that Bobert is about to become a 36-year-old grandmother, she don't want to nitpick about the Bible no more. Yeah. She don't. No, let's not. Blade thinks Marjorie is sexy? You not being serious about that, right? She's really not. Well, I guess to each their own. To each their own. Oh my goodness, here we go again. Being a free thinker is a bad idea. Biden was even more disrespectful to black people, but blacks won't focus on that. Why? Why would we focus on that? Yeah, Biden said some stuff that Biden shouldn't have said. He did. But again, if you really think about it, The stuff Biden said, he wasn't coming from a place of hate. He was coming from a place of ignorance, thinking he was being cool and thinking he was being funny and all of that kind of stuff. But he wasn't coming from a place of hatred like the Republicans do. Janice says sometimes they should tell Donald to shut the F up. Yes, they should. And how's that when you let them run your party? Terrence says the fringes of both sides make me sick. Okay, I'm interested. What fringes of the Democratic Party make you sick? What are they trying to do that makes you, that bothers you? Oh, and also, wait a minute, before I get to the also. Jack says, our motto, vote for lesser of two evils. Contractually, blacks have always been terrible negotiators. I'm not sure that that's true. I'm not sure that that's true. Some stuff is not, you don't even go to the table to negotiate. Sometimes you just say, yeah, that's non-negotiable. And you hating me openly, and out for a lot of us, you know, some of us are still by your car. But for a lot of us, if you basically openly tell me, I hate you, Ian. Now come to the table and let's see how I can work to. I'm not coming to the table with KKK man to negotiate. So I don't know that I buy that. I don't know that I buy that. And I understand your point. Look, Jack, if me and you are about to negotiate, you want something from me. And you either gonna get it from me or you gonna get it from, let me use Terrence, or you gonna get it from Terrence, right? We are your two options right now. And I hear Terrence say, F you, Jack, I ain't giving you S. You piece of S. Suck my D. You can't get S from me. F you and your mama. And then you come to me like, well, let's negotiate for that thing. What? Why am I negotiating with you? Why am I negotiating with you? Here's what you get. It's better than what he offering you. So if Republicans really want black people to consider them as an option, they got to change. They got to change. Jack says it's not the same. It is the same. It is the same. In my scenario, Terrence was the Republican Party. Telling you, I ain't giving you S. I ain't doing S for you. I don't like you. I wish you was dead. Go back to your country. You know, all of that stuff. You ain't nothing but a criminal. You ain't nothing but a thug. I wish the police would, you know, take y'all all and lock y'all all up. And y'all don't know how to raise y'all kids. They're animals and blah, blah, blah. That's the Republican Party. Then we look at the Democrats, and the Democrats is like, I'm in my scenario, I was the Democrats. The Democrats is looking at it like, man, the bar is so low. I know they ain't going for that. So I don't even have to offer much. And then what are you supposed to do, Jack? To spite me? Go with the dude that's like, F you and your mama? I ain't giving you S? Well, that's all right. I'm going to be with you anyway to make him mad because he should have given me more. on, it just. Okay. Terrence says what bothers him about the Democrats is the trans issue involving children, the drag issues involving children, the encouragement of children to be gay, etc. See, I think I hear you. Hold on. Okay. Oh, hold on. I got a call coming in. Caller.
What's going on, friend?
How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. You got a good show there going. You know, I understand your point, but let's bypass your point.
All right.
Let's don't get caught up on the circus. The liberals have went too far, and we see that the Republicans have went too far. It's time for us to come together and get our plan. Not put it out on the radio, but it's really time for us. I mean, thinkers like you know what I'm talking about, because that is a show, it's a stage. You know, who cares about Trump and who cares about Biden? Because the liberals have went so far on this, it's going to backfire on them. So if they go on and try to prosecute him, as they're doing right now, that means Joe's next. So our problem is Joe never, what's the word? Joe never down. Joe is never down for his base. The liberal base is black folks. We get them in there, and then they just walk all over you like glass. And it is sad, as you know. We want to beg and be all polite, you know, like generation in the.
I'm not sure that I'm 100% agreeing with you that the base.
I understand
that the base is black folks. I think the base is black folks are a part of the base, but black folks aren't the base.
Everything grows from black dirt. Everything that liberals
what about red
grew
dirt?
Out of, huh?
What about red dirt?
No, I don't know. I haven't been really deep down south. I know you are, and you may be smarter on me on that. Do anything grow out of red dirt?
Most definitely.
Okay, so, hey, like I said, I didn't know. That's why I asked. I only know about black dirt. So, see how we came together on that? So, you know, once again, our points come together and speak the same thing. All the thinking of the liberals came out of the dirt, and we are the dirt, and all that grew from us. And then once they grow from us, they look at us like, what's wrong with you? We made the Democrats. We made Republicans. So we can make another situation. Let them fight, and let us not grab crumbs, but let's grab what's going to be left after they destroy each other, because they are destroying each other. And what's bad about liberals, Democrats, what's going on, that's not us. It's always somebody trying to think for us, and we fall for it. Why is it that what we see on TV is repetition? I mean, every 15 minutes they showing the same thing. Why are we falling for that? Why are we even watching Trump? All that's it's a joke.
Well,
but you know,
I mean, he was the president of the United States of America. Like if Bill Clinton got arrested tomorrow, he would be on all of the news coverage because he got arrested.
He was on there for what he done with old girl. But you know, as you said, you spoke. The bar is so low.
The bar is.
Come on, man. Anybody is being destroyed on purpose. Anybody can be president next. Maybe me or you can run for 2014. Or as you were speaking about those wearing them sparkling necklaces and blouses, Ross Freeman, maybe he can be. And I think that's what's going to happen. If somebody flamboyant, it's going to be the next president. That's how low the bar has got. I know you don't want to touch that, but that's what's coming next. The bar is so low, somebody flamboyant like Ross Freeman can walk up and be president. Let's come together, man. And because time is running out, and that's my favorite word. We are going to be purged if we don't get up out of this cartoon reality. Have a good one, man.
You do
Thanks.
the same, sir. All right, that was Blade. He wants to run in 2014. Y'all knew what he meant. Y'all knew what he meant. He meant 2024. Sometimes you get mixed up. You got a lot of stuff going on. You want to get everything out, and y'all knew what he meant. I don't know what his beef is with Ross Freeman. I don't know what his beef is with Ross Freeman. But the bar is low. But again, that's Republicans' fault. Look, for real, if Republicans were smart, if the Republican Party were smart, because I honestly believe a lot of black people believe a lot of the stuff that they say they believe. But again, we don't arrive at the same place. We didn't, get there the hate route. And if they dropped the hate and was like for real about morality, because I think to a large extent, a large part of the black electorate, I won't say the overwhelming majority of us are not gay or lesbian or trans. We don't thoroughly understand the phenomenon, but this is where we differ from the Republicans, but we try to respect people as people. So we look at it and we like, but all right. Hey, you cool. You ain't hurting nobody. Do what you do. And we like that about so many of the issues that they pretend to care about. But they don't actually care about those issues. They just hate those people. They let their hate dictate the issue instead of the issue be the issue. If they were smart, they would just, at least publicly, they would try to not seem so hateful and divisive. But and black people would tell black people, for real, not, what the hell do you have to lose? You know what I'm saying? That's not a pitch that's going to get nobody. That's not a pitch that's going to get nobody. You want anybody to do anything for you. Come play on your team. Come work at your business. Donate money to you. Do anything. And your whole pitch is, what the hell you got to lose? No. At least tell me it's going to be better over there. Tell me it's going to be better. When you say, what the hell do you got to lose? What you saying is, this might be just as bad, maybe worse. But you're already in a bad situation. So, what the hell you got to lose? That's not a good pitch. You know what I'm saying? Not for me. Hate my job. I hate my job. You come and work with us. Work? Good benefits? No, cuz. The bosses treat y'all right? No, cuz. They pay y'all? No, cuz. I make maybe the same as you, maybe less. I think I'm happy too, but you got to lose, man. You might as well come on over here and be miserable. No, I'm not coming to your job. No. And I'm not voting for you on the strength of that. And that's all that he had to offer. That's nothing. That's nothing. And that was him saying, I ain't got nothing for you, but I want you to vote for me. And some of y'all did. Some of y'all did. Okay, they say Bragg, he is laying out his case. He's laying out his case. Again, I can't hear it. I'll have to go back and watch it probably tomorrow. Because when I finish this show, I'm going to sleep. When I finish this show, I'm really not. I'm sleepy, but I'm not sleepy. I know exactly what I'm going to do when I finish this show. I know exactly what I'm going to do when I finish this show. I can't tell y'all. It's not because I know y'all will go bonkers. I have some other work that I have to do. Oh, and I won't be here Thursday. I have a sound gig that I have to do up in Dayton for, I'm not 100% sure who it's for. I mean, I know what the event, it's an association with the Dayton NAACP and the president and of the NAACP and all of that kind of stuff. But Andre says, is it finishing a project? It's not finishing a project, but it's getting me one step closer to finishing a project. Which, like, y'all give me such a hard time, but if y'all just understood, what I go through. Did anybody see this story? Now, this story is not some deep political story. It's not political. Like, this is a left turn out of nowhere. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this story up. Hold on. Because y'all not going to believe me. No. What is wrong with my people? Hold on, let me see. Can I make this? I'm trying to see if I can. All right. Again, left turn out of nowhere. I need to see if this is actually going to work. I'm afraid to hit this button. If I go away, it wasn't my fault. But I think it should be okay. All right, yeah. Shoot 'em! Chipotle order turns chaotic after duo demands more cheese. More cheese. This is from the Kansas City Star. Mitchell Willets. A Chipotle in Ohio turned chaotic and dangerous when a pair of customers became angry over their orders, authorities said. Police responded to a reported robbery at a Chipotle in downtown Columbus. The suspects demanded more cheese and started harassing employees, cornering one worker and snatching her hat away, the release said. Other employees stepped in to help her and a fight broke out. One of the suspects put out a handgun and the other repeatedly said, "Shoot him." The suspect would have opened fire, but their gun malfunctioned, according to witnesses. The suspects then proceeded to ransack the restaurant, throwing chairs and trash cans. They also stole a cell phone from someone at the restaurant before getting into a vehicle and driving away from the scene. They did not get extra cheese. Anyone with information about the suspects is asked to call Crime Stoppers 614-461-8477. And of course, a cash reward is being offered. And I thought I saw, hold on, let me go back. I thought I saw something where maybe they caught the suspects. But maybe not. Now, look, I know there's one way to go with this story, but I need to go the other way with this story. Y'all know I like Chipotle. Y'all know I like Chipotle, right? They do be skimping on the ingredients. Like, they do. Like, it's not your cheese. It's not your cheese. If I say a little more cheese, just put a little more cheese on there. If I say a little more corn, damn it, give me a little bit more corn. Look, I get it. I mean, I'm all the way over the chicken thing, all right? I'm all the way over the chicken thing. Then you're gonna give me a few little pieces of chicken. All right. I'm over the chicken thing. But whatever happened to customer service? Customer service, y'all, is dead. Customer service is dead. It doesn't even exist anymore. Look, I should be able to go to Chipotle. I'm telling you, I'm feeling the duo. Not to the point of pulling out no gun and shooting nobody. They was wrong for that. But I'm feeling the duo. I don't know if you've ever been to Chipotle. Let me explain to you how Chipotle works. You walk in. You wait in this long line. A lot of times it's long. And a lot of times they out of stuff. Why they out of stuff? I don't know. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. How you out of chicken? I don't know. But you are. I went into a Chipotle the other day because I like my Chipotle. And I was like, all right, I need a bowl. And they was like, well, we out of rice. But Chipotle closed at 10. It was like 6:30. And I was like, okay, I can wait. And then she was like, wait for what? I said, rice. She said, we out of rice. I said, right, I can wait till y'all make some more. She said, who said we was making some more? She said it just like that. And I was like, what? I don't think I like your tone. And are you telling me that ain't no rice in the building? And she was like, we're not making any more rice. Well, what? I leave. But the way it's supposed to work is you go in and you tell them, you want a bowl or burrito, whatever. And it's all, they line up and they put stuff in there, right? So say you want just a little bit of rice. You tell them, like, ooh, take some of that out. That's too much rice. Or say you want heavy rice. You tell them, ooh, can I get some more rice, heavy rice? And they be like, all right. And then they move to the next station. You want black beans? You want pinto beans? They always pour the juice off the beans. I don't like that. I like the bean juice, the black bean juice. But, and they give you beans. If you want a little more, they don't usually take beans off. But they, you move to the chicken or whatever your protein is. They give you a little bit. You deal with it or you say double. You know what I'm saying? You bite the bullet, you say double. They do this all the way down the line. They will almost give you the whole container of sour cream. Like they dip that spoon in there and spin it around and then lift it up and just, it'd be nasty. I don't eat sour cream. I just don't do it. But I'd be like, they will give you the whole container of sour cream. And if you want more cheese, they typically will give you more cheese. So I don't know what the issue was here. This was just bad customer service. It ain't your damn cheese. It ain't your cheese. It ain't your extra ketchup packs. It ain't your straw. You know what I'm saying? And look, I get it. Some of these places have their little policies. Like, oh, if you want an extra dipping sauce, that'll be $0.25. I don't even actually get dipping sauce. I just see and hear that a lot. I don't have a problem with that because I know that ain't your policy. That's the store's policy. But they don't care how much ketchup you give. I've said I don't eat ketchup, but Mrs. Livingston will eat some ketchup every once in a while. And she'll be like, get me an extra ketchup. And I'll be like, can I get a pack of ketchup? And usually girl, give me a whole handful. I'll be like, I'll say one pack. What I'm going to do with all this ketchup other than throw it away? But she understands it don't belong to me. Now, she irresponsible with it. But I got no beef for her. Then you got the people that, it's not your ketchup. It's not your ketchup. What is going on with customer service? And don't tell me it's got nothing to do with the coronavirus. Customer service was on its way down before coronavirus hit. Virus just ended up being an excuse people used. Janice said they have to pay for those condiment packages. No, they don't. They do not. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at Hardee's. I worked at a couple other fast food restaurants. They don't make the employees pay for that stuff. And they don't tell the employees, or at least they didn't when I was at the drive-thru window. They don't tell the employees, like if somebody asks you for ketchup, you do everything you can to not give them ketchup. They don't do that. They don't. I'm telling you, they don't. Did you give her extra ketchup? That's never happened to me. They say, can I get some ketchup? I would have said, this is what when I say I would have said, this is what I would say when I was at the window. It would go like this. Can I get some extra ketchup? How many do you want? Just a few. Is 4 okay? Can I get 5? Absolutely, you can get 5. Here you go. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's how it went. That's how it went. I was never like, this bitch wants some ketchup. You know, I never, not once. I don't know. It's been downhill. Now, again, I'm not saying nobody should have been shot over no cheese, but that shouldn't have even been an issue. That shouldn't have even been an issue. Just get the people the damn cheese. Now you had somebody almost get shot, and now you got 2 people want it. Why? Because somebody in customer service wasn't doing customer service right. And I mean, of course, you know, somebody overreacted. But it's not just like restaurants. Restaurants is a, big. Hold on, let me tell y'all this. This is an honest to goodness thing. Hold on, let me get CK in here. CK?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm doing good. Hold on just a second, okay? Let me finish
no problem.
This is another true story. I went to KFC for somebody. And I pull around to the KFC window. There was a dude in an SUV in front of me. The chick at the window, she was screaming at the top of her lungs, which is how I heard all of this. She said, "We are out of chicken and everything else except for a couple sides and some biscuits. How may I help you?" And I thought, did the Kentucky Fried Chicken lady just say that they ain't got no chicken and all they got is a couple sides and some biscuits? And then I heard the dude say, well, I'm here to pick up an online order or an order that I called in or whatever his terminology was. And I'm, getting ready to try to pull around because I can't get the person what they asked for because they ain't got nothing. And she's like, oh, well, we had to cancel that order because we don't have the product to fulfill it. So then the dude say, so what y'all got? And she say, we got sides and biscuits. He say, all right, let me get some macaroni and cheese. She say, oh, we out of macaroni and cheese. He say, let me get some coleslaw. She say, oh, we out of coleslaw. I said, what the heck? Why? Look, if you know somebody who own or run a restaurant and you get to a point in the evening where whatever you sell, you don't have it no more. You ain't got no chicken. You ain't got no macaroni and cheese. You ain't got no coleslaw. And I'm thinking, what else do they have? What else do they have? I don't even know. Just shut the restaurant down. Said, we're closed because we're out of food. Shut it down. You don't stay open and then tell everybody at the damn window, all we got is sides. And then when they order sides, say, oh, we ain't got that. Just close. You know, if the name of your restaurant is Kentucky Fried Chicken, people are coming there mainly for chicken. Just close. Just close. Simple. All right. CK.
Hey, that's crazy, man. You said they ain't even have. They talk about we don't got no chicken. We only got sides. Then the sides gone.
Right. Now I didn't stay around to see if he ordered anything, but I heard the macaroni and cheese and the coleslaw, and they didn't have it. So you don't say we got sides. Say we have a very limited selection, and it probably ain't nothing you want.
All we got is taters and gravy for y'all. Taters and gravy. You want some of this taters and gravy? That's like going to the strip club and they ain't got no strippers at Magic City.
That would
like,
be
man, what I come in here for? What, you just want me to buy some drinks? It's just a bar.
And then they like, and we ain't got no drinks either. We ain't got no strippers and we ain't got no drinks.
Right.
Oh, and
right.
the DJ called off, so ain't no music either. But you could just sit here with the lights still work. You know what I'm saying? What?
Man. Yeah, like you said, you ain't got nothing alternative but to shut down a restaurant with no food. That's crazy, and I know you're not lying because that's what makes it so funny because we done all been through this in the tri-state area.
But CK, can I tell you? Here's what I thought when that happened. I wasn't mad because I wasn't ordering for me. Somebody had asked me to stop on my way to them and pick them up something. So I just called them and said, they ain't got no chicken. I don't think they believe me, but I said they ain't got no chicken. But I wasn't, upset about it. It just it's crazy that my thought was this. This is KFC. And KFC ran out of chicken. But ain't nobody gonna say, see, the white man don't know how to run a business. You run a chicken business and you run out of chicken. I said, let that had been a black-owned restaurant that said, sorry, but we're out of food. Oh, my God. It would have been all over the place, and it would have just been how bad black business people are. And I'd be like, everybody can run out. Everybody can underestimate how much they're going to need and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I just think we do our black entrepreneurs so wrong when if it was white people, we're kind of forgiving about that.
Yep, we are. We at that, and that's what I was calling you back. How they did the LSU Angel Reese.
I don't really watch women's basketball. I know LSU won, and somebody did something, and somebody was mad. But I didn't really get much of the story. So fill me in.
Well, Angel Reese with LSU Tigers, they won the championship, and I guess the Caitlin Clark woman, she's been doing so good with Iowa, our all-white team. They calling her the next Larry Bird and the best thing. You know how when they good, they the greatest ever to play. And she's been doing they call it the John Cena little sign.
Oh, so that's what, because I just saw her hand. So that's what she was doing. Okay, I already don't like her because I don't like John Cena, but go ahead.
Yeah, you a wrestler. You know exactly what they talking about. So she doing the John Cena. So when the sisters was up about to win the championship, old girl did the John Cena and pointed at the ring. So you had the owner of Barstools and Keith Olbermann, a reputable reporter, he called her an effing idiot. And Barstools called her a classless piece of shit, and so they getting all this backlash. And to your point, if the white girl had beat LSU and did, she been doing this all through the tournament. She had swag. Oh, look at her, she got swag. But as soon as the black girl beat her, oh, she's a piece of shit. She's a classless piece of shit. She's an effing idiot. You know what I mean? So. To your point, it's just like, there's no way in hell would you have ever called that white girl those names. You know what I mean? And no black reporter, no reputable would ever say that stuff. But being a black woman, they just let her have it, Emanuel. They let her have it.
I believe that. Now, what I did hear was that Jill Biden suggested that they invite both teams to the White House. And when she said that, again, I don't really follow, but I said, oh, so I don't know if the star player is black and the other star player is white, and she don't want to shortchange the white people. But if the white people had won, she wouldn't have been saying, let's invite them both.
Exactly. It's like Magic beating Bird all over again. It's like, so they showing that at no time has the losers ever been invited. The Bengals didn't go to the White House after they went to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That would have been the equivalent of that. So soon as she made that request, the LSU and Angel Reese said, fuck that, we're not going. You can keep your invitation. So she already got that. Now LSU not going because of that backhanded invitation.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, good for them.
I
said, well, good for them.
Right. It just show you how much racist is in the media, where who would talk about a college kid like that? Especially a champion. How is she an effing idiot just because she won? I mean, I would respect honesty more. Just say I wanted the white team to win, because I don't have no problem saying, yeah, I'm rooting for the black team. I'm rooting for Larry Holmes over Jerry Cooney. See, they can't do that. And you should hear when the white girl did the John Cena, well, she just did it real quick. She really wasn't rubbing it in. But when the black girl did it, it's just classless. And, that's another way, to put us down. But a lot of people has came to her defense.
Good.
In the media, like Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith. I mean, it's blatant, but...
What, Stephen A. Smith came to that defense?
Yeah, he had to. I mean, it's so blatant. It was so blatant.
That's
and
shocking.
People calling him out on it.
Okay.
I mean, it's just for you to just be that sour grapes with it, and to do that to a black woman, you know what I mean? How is she an effing idiot? You didn't make it to the championship. You ain't played basketball in your whole life, but these people ain't even played sports, and they gonna criticize this woman like that. You know what I mean? It's just sour grapes because, I mean, they anointed this white girl the greatest thing ever. And you know how many great NBA players it is.
Oh, yeah.
Or WNBA players. But
it's when they do things like that, it is satisfying to see them lose.
Yes. And it's just because it's all LSU against Iowa, all black against all white. And they had just beat South Carolina, I believe. They already had beat the reigning champions. So they thinking, oh yeah, they about to run through all. She would have been anointed high if she would have beat LSU, but she didn't. And instead of giving her respect, they want to make it a whole, and then they blaming her for messing up the narrative when the white man is the one that called her these names, making it a bigger story, Mr. Livingston.
All right.
Yep. I just wanted you, man. You check that out, man, when you get a chance, man. Check out some of them interviews, man.
All right.
Yep. Heck yeah, man. Hey, man, great show, man. And about Donald Trump, did they put the cuffs on him?
No.
They didn't?
No. Why would they?
What was the explanation?
Well, why would they?
I thought if you get arrested, you get cuffs on you.
Well, I mean, I don't think
Who gets arrested without getting handcuffs? I mean, I don't understand.
I don't think that they thought that he was a danger.
That don't stop them from putting handcuffs on you if you getting arrested. When they be like, well, he's not a danger, they not getting cuffs. They put handcuffs on you. I don't care if you're shoplifting.
Well,
did they have an explanation? They didn't say nothing about that?
My understanding is they did not cuff him. I am waiting for a mug shot. I don't know if it's been released yet, but I want that. But he was apparently fingerprinted, a mug shot, and that was that. And then he waited for the arraignment.
Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's special privilege. But man, you go on with your great show, man. And yeah, you right about them damn restaurants, boy. Hey, you gotta ask for the ketchups. Now you gotta ask for a specific amount of ketchups. Yep.
All right, CK.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your call. All right. I don't follow women's basketball. I wish them all the best, but I don't follow women's basketball. I also saw another story. Oh, hold on. This story, Terrence Howard, I think you'll like this story if I can find it. Hold on. That was all I had to type in. This is from 5 days ago. I don't know if anybody talked about it. I could see Lincoln Ware talking about this. Hold on, let me see. It worked again. Great. Male powerlifter enters women's event and breaks the record. Yeah. A bearded pro powerlifter entered a women's competition in Canada and smashed the record that was held by a trans lifter who was watching. Because in Canada, apparently the body that governs at least this particular sport, their policy is a really simple one. If a person walked through these doors and say, I feel like this gender, we have to respect them and their gender, and they get to compete with the gender that they say that they feel like. They don't have to prove anything. They don't have to have had any surgery. They don't have to be taking no hormones. They don't have to have no levels of testosterone. If you walk in the door and you say, I feel like a man, you get to compete with the men. If you walk in the door and you say, I feel like a woman, you get to compete with the women. Where there was this trans lifter, Avi Silverberg or whatever. Well, that might not be her name. But there was a female power lifter. Well, a trans, born male turned into a female. Born male turned into a female power lifter who has been competing with the women as a woman, breaking records, and just happy to the mug, like, I'm the strongest woman. Well, this man, basically, to prove a point, he walked in and said, well, I identify as a woman too. Full beard, he didn't try to disguise it, nothing. He didn't walk with no switch, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do the limp wrist thing. He just walked in like, hey, I'm a girl. I want to compete. And based on the rules, he get to compete. And he's a competitive power lifter. So he completely shattered the trans person's record. Again, the trans person, the person who was born a male, had broken basically all of the women's powerlifting records in Canada. So he came through and was like, okay, if this is what we doing, all right, I'm a woman. And got up there and bench pressed 375. I think the record was like 250 or something like that. Maybe even 275. He shattered it by 100 pounds. Just smashed it. The transgender person was mad. She was heated. She went on TikTok, talked about it. But one thing did happen. She said, now, seeing it this way, maybe I do have a competitive advantage. I had never thought about that before, but this isn't fair. He clearly, biologically speaking, had a competitive advantage. And when I think about it, maybe I have a competitive advantage too. But then followed it up with, but I'm nice. Like, he came in here just to be mean. But people want me competing here because I'm nice. Yeah, I'm not making that up. If I could find it. If I could find that video. Yeah, the record was 275 pounds. Held by trans athlete Ann Andress, who watched this man trash her record by bench pressing 370 pounds. Hold on, let me show y'all. This is the, you get that off of there. Why are you doing that? This is the dude who walked in and said, I'm a woman, and broke the record. It is 100% true. He walked in, he said, I'm a woman, and he broke the record. That's him. That's how he walked in. That was him. Terrence said it wasn't 275 kilograms. I'm reading it. That record, 275 pounds, 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 was held by trans athlete Ann Andress. He casually bench pressed 370 pounds, Pounds, not kilos. Andress also holds the women's record for the deadlift. The trans lifter won 8 of 9 competitions entered in the women's category over the last 4 years. It's a true story. I didn't make it up. And that is what he looked like. And he just came in and broke the record. And he made the point. The powerlifting people said that he mocked the discriminatory policy. When you come up with a policy like that, hey, get what you get. You get what you get. So yeah, I thought that was funny. And if I could play her, this is her. Yeah, that's the trans person who owned the record until the dude came in and broke the record, and that person was quite upset about it. That person was quite upset about it. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. I can't believe y'all would think that I would make up a story. Or believe that I would confuse kilos for pounds. I can't believe that y'all would believe that. Well, I believe it. I'm sleepy, so it could happen. It could happen. I want everybody to hold on. Can you pull up a picture of that trans teacher with huge breasts? I don't know anything about a trans teacher with huge breasts. Lewis says, do you enjoy hot sauce meat? I don't even know what that is. I think you just made hot sauce meat. What the hell is hot sauce meat? That ain't a real thing. Why would you make that up? Well, to answer your question, no, because I've never heard of hot sauce meat. Do you enjoy hot sauce meat? Oh. You think he's saying hot souse meat? Oh, that's what. I've never had souse meat. I thought he was saying hot sauce meat. And we were just talking about the transgenders and everything. And I'm like, what is CK on? No, I've never had a souse meat or a hot souse meat. Mild souse meat. I've never eaten any souse meat. Ain't that the stuff that just, I think it just looked too funny for me. It looked too nasty for me. It might be delicious, but it looked nasty. Yeah, hog head cheese. Same as hog head cheese. Yeah. Yeah, that daggone hog head cheese. Again, you know, I lived in Alabama for a few years, and they do eat some weird stuff, you know, from my background. Some of the stuff they ate was like really weird. It was really weird. When I saw Uncle Stan with a pig ear sandwich, and I was like, what's a pig ear sandwich? Because no part of my brain registered that this end just cut an ear off of a pig and cooked it. Threw it on some bread, I think with some hot sauce. And just eating a pig ear sandwich. So my brain, that was not even an option in my mind when they said a pig ear sandwich. I was like, what's a pig ear sandwich? And I know they was thinking, this stupid northerner. You know what I'm saying? This dumb northerner. How do you not know what a pig ear sandwich is? But I thought that meant something different. And then I looked over and he had a sandwich and it was a straight up pig's ear in it. And I was like, he eating a pig ear sandwich. Like, what in the world is going on? And he was tearing it up. Yeah, it's like a pig ear. Like, you can only get 2 of them sandwiches off of a pig. You know what I'm saying? They only got a couple ears. But yeah. Your father ate pig's ears minus the bread. Ugh. And somebody was eating some pork rinds the other day. Like, you want some? No. Why you don't want no pork rinds? I was like, you know what that is, don't you? And they was like, it's pork rinds. I was like, but you know what that, they skin the pig and then they fry the skin. And that's what you eating. Like literal, when they call it skins, that's what it is. You eating the pig's skin. Fried. No, it ain't. I was like, what the? Read the bag. That's what it is. No, I don't want no pork rinds. And I ain't mad at you if you eat pork rinds or skins. I ain't mad at you. You do what you do. ate some when I was little. I didn't know what they was. They was barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue. I eat some barbecue flavored something. I didn't know. And then one day, I was old enough to read. I read the bag, and it was like pig skin. I was like, this is real skin. Ugh. So that was it for me. That was the last time that reading is fundamental. Anthony says, you eat chicken skin, don't you? No. No. If I eat the chicken, it's boneless, skinless chicken breast. No, I don't eat the chicken skin. I used to eat pork rinds. My grandma used to eat those. It made me think of her. I just had something from Savannah that tasted just like it. Made me feel nostalgic. Yeah. We eat chitlins on pizza in Georgia. Just a straight doodle pizza. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. So all the fried chicken you eat is skinless. Well, I don't really eat much fried chicken, but if I do, yeah, it's skinless. And if it ain't skinless, I take the skin off and eat the chicken. Yes. Yeah, they did call it crackling. They did call it crackling. I remember hearing that. Why would you do that? I don't understand. But all right, y'all. It is 5 o'clock. I think Wyatt said he gonna be on every day this week. He doing like 2 shows. Yeah. Look, here's what I might do Thursday. Because again, I have a gig in Dayton that starts, I believe, at 3. So I'll be out of here very early. But what I might do, I'm not promising this. And it all depends on how I feel. Like if I get me some rest, it's possible. I might try to come on even before Lincoln Wear and do like maybe an hour or so in the morning. So like maybe do 8 to 10. I'll try to do that on, no. When I think about it, because that would mean I got to have everything 100% ready and not running around at the last minute. And that's my jam. Running around last minute, getting everything together. That's my thing. So yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I just thought about it. That would mean 8 to 10 in the morning. I'm up. I'm ready to walk out the door. And so I got time to do this. That's probably not going to happen. I will still try, but yeah, I'm not going to even really float that out there. Do it the night before, maybe. Oh, that ain't how I get down. I'm one of those people who function best under pressure. You give me 2 weeks to do something, I can try real hard for 1 week, 6.5 days, and accomplish nothing. But that last 3-4 hours, bam, 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 it's done. And it's excellent. Like, why couldn't you do that 2 weeks ago? I don't know. My brain, my body don't function like that. Or you're just lazy. There might be a little bit of a mixture of that in there. I don't know. What is lazy? What does it mean to be lazy? I get up and work every day. Even when I didn't have a job, I got up and did something. most days, I can't say every day, because like that first 2 weeks, I ain't do much of nothing. I was like, I'm unemployed. I'm going to relax. But then after that, I got to it. I get up and do something every day. I'm up, I'm about, I'm doing stuff. I don't know what is lazy. Is lazy, oh, I should be doing that, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm going to do this. I don't think that's lazy. Unfocused, maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. I had closed the program. You can call back, Anthony. Look, I'll just call you, Jason. I'm going to call you right now. Look, I hope y'all enjoy y'all rest of the day. I'm going to get me some rest, hopefully tonight. I intend on seeing everybody tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing day. Hope something amazing happens to you. It's been an afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Until next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.